get home today for business reasons. Besides, we promised Joan she could go to the school dance tonight.
I wonder whether we're wise in letting her attend dances.
Of a mother.
I think she's entirely too young.
She's the Newt Gingrich of her era.
Now, why do you want to bring politics into this, Dewey?
Because it's very important to the relief and benefit of our country.
Dude, what do you...
Look, there's
What?
Tom Foley and Bob Dole. It's Tom Foley, the white-haired one.
Thanks, I love it.
Thomas Foley, ex-Speaker of the House.
Isn't that Betty Ford slamming a drink there? Throwing one back?
So it's me.
I used to do that on trains.
Sorry.
Look. Did she call it Jemima? This is a racist film.
Elizabeth, I want you to call a meeting as soon as possible. Yes, Tuesday would be splendid. It's about the scandalous conditions on our railroad.
Yes, people are making out
You know what goes on.
and drinking.
Well, what's Mom all head up about
Look,
this
I think her brother is
Gave a
a...
girl a drink on the train. They whistled at me, too.
Well, I don't blame them. You do look pretty.
And then he whistled at me, too.
Taking Virginia to the dance tonight.
Now, how many times have I told you not to ask
I don't
those
go
questions?
out with
Oh,
girls.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
But this is not about that. This
No,
is
look, I
about
don't
kissing
ask you who you're going
guys.
with, do I?
Who, not who.
Really?
Subjective case.
Listen, tell me what they would have done if they'd been alone. Well. Hiya, fish face. Hello, Dave.
Fish face?
Coming so
Imagine
early.
if you called your mother fish face.
Oh, does it? Sure thing. Next thing you know, they'll expect
He
you to do
called
the
his
homework for
boyfriend
them.
fish face.
What do you say, Dad? Can I have the keys to the car?
Why can't you go?
So, Dewey, this is like a movie that you would say is ahead of its time?
Yeah, it's the future of America. It's moral purgatory.
Now, do you mean to tell me you never let a fellow put his arm around you when you were a
You
girl?
never let a fella feel you up your dress.
Isn't the point? I'm sure Alan wouldn't think of doing any such thing, would you, Alan?
Gosh, Mrs. Blake, I'd love to, but I'm afraid Joan wouldn't like the idea. Faint heart never won fair lady. Speaking of fair lady, I think I hear her approaching on horseback.
Fair lady, my sister I make love with.
Now, you tell me something about yourself.
Now she meets this guy at her high school dance.
How about that fellow you were dancing
He looks like my dad's age.
Oh, nonsense. I don't have
He looks like one of the Sheens.
with? The fellows in this town.
Martin or Emilio.
Mother says I'm too young to be going steady.
Well, I have a sister about your age.
And I go steady with my sister.
Dewey, you're a lot on TV
I
today,
don't
man.
get that.
They put you in the camera a lot today, man. Are you happy about
Because
that?
my hair looks good.
Because your hair, yeah, you got a new haircut.
Oh, what are you talking about? That guy over there.
Got a new cut.
Yeah, this is what happens at proms. Jeez, I can't wait to grow up and see Liza Minnelli one day. That's really frightening.
The beast is back.
Eat her. Open your mouth.
Joan, don't you think it's a little crowded out here?
Well,
What do you say we take a little walk, huh?
What do you say I take off your blouse, John? Oh, ha. Oh. And look, this is really weird. At their party, they have these bizarre, incestuous sisters coming. Oh, my head's stuck. Ah, my head is stuck. The statue is too great. Get me. Oh, 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 oh. This is obscene. You know, if that was at my prom, can you imagine? At the prom, you
This is fantastic. Now
Roman
this is
shots in the 1930s.
this is real TV, man. We're pushing it, Dewey. We're pushing
Cirque du
it.
Soleil in Wisconsin. Anyway, this is really funny. The next day, mother comes in and she tries to have a heart-to-heart talk.
Joan,
Joan, wake up.
Joan, wake up,
John,
please.
why are you in prison clothes?
You must have been having pleasant dreams.
I
You
was.
and Alan must have had a big time last night.
Two
It was
orgasms.
almost 1 o'clock when you got home, and I told Alan I wanted you in by 12:15.
I know, Mother, I'm sorry. But I've met one of the nicest boys last night.
Joan Blake. You mean you didn't come home with Alan Curtis?
Oh, yes, Mother. I went with Alan, I danced with Alan, I ate with Alan,
I
I
let
came
him
home with Alan.
Touch
Alan,
me.
Alan, Alan. You act as if you were the only boy I should ever know.
Oh, Alan's a mighty fine boy, and he's being raised properly.
And he
She's a
says the
tramp,
nicest
Dewey.
things.
I tell you,
Told me
man,
my
she's a
dress was
tramp.
beautiful.
Mrs. Travis?
She's a
And he said I
tramp.
had better
Get
go
rid
to
of her.
her sister.
She's a tramp,
She's
man.
in college. and in love.
Let her go, man. She's bad news.
I have a good mind.
She's gonna use you, man. Dewey, she's gonna take all your money, man. She's gonna take everything you own, man. Oh, God. Don't let her do it to him, man.
My whole
Dewey,
day with your foolish
please,
nonsense.
don't let her do it
What's
to
this
you,
younger
man.
generation coming to, anyway?
She's so upset because her daughter.
Mary
just told
Lou.
her she went out.
Yes, excuse me. See you later. Where are you going? Oh, I don't know, just going. What do you say we drop in at the Nook for a Coke? Cat, haven't any money. Spent all my allowance for a new sweater. Oh, well, that's all right. I've got enough for both of us.
Happy Days, starring.
Yeah, Cafe 50's, Sherman Oaks. Sherman Oaks, Cafe 50's. Bunch of pigs. A lot of pigs.
Hello.
Hi, I'm George Bush's son.
Bring me a bottle of beer.
I hope no one from Centerville is
So I
here.
feel like a abortion.
Stop worrying, honey. Let's enjoy ourselves.
Uh-oh, it's time to be sung to by Mary Lou Hatter. Remember her from Taxi?
You call me up and make a date for 20th.
Mary Lou.
You make
And there's Walt Disney on the left playing the trombone.
Dewey, I don't know about this show, man.
It's your mom.
They're good, but what's the matter with you?
I don't know about this show. What are we doing here, man? I could be home watching Mayberry RFD right now. What are we talking? I mean, come on, let's get back to the girl with the, you know.
Never.
How do you feel better? Oh, gosh, this is swell, Joan. Believe me, I'll always take care of you. Let's not worry or even think about last night.
Going all the way, babe. Just you and me.
Coming back this fall? I'm afraid not. Man has to have the courage
And
of
this
his
is
own
the school
convictions.
teacher, the
Otherwise, he
perverted
just doesn't
teacher
get
that they
anywhere.
come to
Gee, we're
help.
sure gonna miss you, Mr. Blackburn.
Well, I can't help it. I
Here,
keep
and
molesting
right
all
on
the
your
little
way to
boys.
school. I hope you boys will drop in and see me.
Oh, sure. Can we wear our white jockey panties?
We'll take you up.
Morning, Mrs. Blake.
Morning.
Jitter.
I'd like to speak with Mr. Blake a few moments, if I may.
I'm sorry, but he got home late from a hard trip, and he's still asleep. I'm not going to disturb him for anyone, unless it's very important.
I think you'd call this important.
Sorry, but he has all the insurance he can afford.
It has nothing to do with insurance.
Well, then what did you want to see him about that's so important?
I just wanted to tell him that your daughter is going to have a baby.
Carl Blackburn,
How did that happen?
such a thing.
Well, you inserted the... Anyway, we're back.
How did that happen, man?
I hope you like that. We
How did that happen,
spent numerous
Dewey?
hours culling that footage, trying to give you something to watch in your desperate evening hours with your drinks and your reefer and your drugs and your children and your...
Repent!